Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Carson Hocevar, of course, who drives the number 42 Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. How's it going, man?
Good, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing well. So how's it going today? You having fun today? It is April Fool's Day.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to announce my my partnership with Mercedes, driving the 33 Mercedes Premier Security F1 car. My checks haven't really came in yet, so I don't know. I think it's an accounting error, honestly. But I mean, my name's got to be on the book since I'm the driver for next week. But yeah, just happy to announce it here on the show.
Yeah, you ready to take a 20-hour flight to Australia, land down under and all that?
Yeah, I didn't even know that's where they're racing. So it tells you how much I'm prepared for this new adventure.
Oh yeah. So I don't know how to transition from that. Yeah. And of course, he has to wear a classic hat because it is April Fool's Day. So of course, let's get back to the real world. I'm not sure if today is not a real world day. So I mean, yeah. But you did get a top 10 at COTA, your first top 10 of the season. How about that heading into next week in Martinsville, bud?
Yeah, I mean, it was our second. We got top 10 at Daytona, but
yeah,
I'd say honestly, Daytona really isn't much of a race, but even though it counts on the stats. But Vegas, we run top 10 all day. Atlanta was a crapshoot. It was almost like super speedway, so like everybody could have ran top 10, right? But right. Vegas and COTA is purely driving and purely set up and really a driver's track. So to run really good and be in the top 5 at both of those, unfortunately not when it matters at the end, but throughout the whole day, these trucks ones are just full on restarts. And like I like about this deal is I remind them all, like, we're running up front, we're running where we need to be. We passed Kyle at Vegas for the lead, and then passed Kyle on a restart. Granted, he got me right back at COTA, but we still passed him. I honestly forget he's driving the 51 when I'm racing him, but when you look back at it, that's our benchmark. Nice Motorsport trucks on paper shouldn't be anywhere close to Kyle Busch and a Kyle Busch truck. He's the top caliber truck driver with a top caliber equipment, and I'm in a second year driver and a program that's still building. But these are niche chassis, niche bodies with a lot less money, but we're making our dollars count and putting them in the right spots. And you can still do a lot with a little.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a good result for the team last week. You got a top 10. Lawless got his career best finish. Good run for Chris. I know Dean didn't have the best day, but overall a good finish for the team. And in Al Neese's home state or hometown of Austin.
Yeah, it's a good day. I know I'm pretty sure on my pit box. If not, he was definitely around my trailer most of the weekend. We got to go out to his equipment, have fun, and everybody wonders or asks, and I've gotten the question asked, like, what did the other drivers think of Al being around my pit box a little bit more? But it's no different than last year when Ross comes into town and races for the weekend. Al's going to be right next to his guy. It's fun for me because now I can see our relationship build, and I don't see a lot of traits of me and Ross, because I think Ross is still better than me, and that's where my goal is to be. Especially with him winning on Sundays now, that's my trajectory and my goal. But a lot of people remind me, even in this building, that we have a lot of similarities, which is the best compliment I could have gotten.
Yeah. How was game night a few weeks ago? Of course, you were on FS1 teamed with Grant Infing. I know the result didn't go well, but How was it though?
I think it was rigged, honestly. But no, it's fun. We did that actually back in January.
Yeah.
It's just been that previously scheduled, but all the Fox guys are fun. I think I know all of them by a first name basis, or at least they all know me very well. I'm bad with names, but it's fun. Like me and Michael and Race Hub. Everybody every now and again I'll get the comment about the hats or something, but about how they're goofy and not professional, whatever. But I like to have fun, and this shows my personality, and I like to have fun, and ultimately it's done what I wasn't trying to accomplish, but it's definitely gotten people to talk about something rather than going into the race. I think pre-race of the truck series is really never talked about because it's the third series. They're not allowed TV time pre-race, and it gives them a talking point if they literally have nothing to talk about. Gives them, we could go to the zoo and it makes sense. I don't think it doesn't make sense without the hats. So I'm glad I've been able to do it. I'm glad it's been a fun journey.
Yeah. Where are you and Michael going next? Because I know that I'm sure that you two have another segment coming up later this year.
I don't know. They don't schedule them. Like I found out at Atlanta during pre-race that I was going 3 days from then. They're like, hey, like this could be a thing. Like, and normally they text me like 2 or 3 days before filming saying, hey, you're gonna go here. Like we want you to come here. And then they figure out it's kind of like my hats. It's not done until like a few days prior. So granted there's a lot of things going on, but I don't know where we'd go. I feel like I'd want to go like mini golfing or bowling or a go-kart track or something. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Where do you get all the hats?
Amazon most time. Amazon, or like I'll give gifted a hat. Like in Vegas, I was gifted the hat. Daytona, Fox gave me it. I just try and think, like I don't have anything picked out for Martinsville yet. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just go like around, and like when we fly in, I'll get something at the like travel area.
Oh, okay. Do you have any idea? Like, okay, what's been the best one that you've kind of done so far?
I don't know. Probably the Waffle House hat was like really the start of it all. But I really like the vote for Pedro one, the Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, that was the most. I think I got like 1,800 likes on Twitter, which it isn't like how I gauge it or anything, but it still was definitely the most talked about just because it's so iconic.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Waffle House?
Oh yeah, every time. Like I go all the time. I really want to cook at a Waffle House. Like I want to like go there. My goal this year is late night after a race. I want to go cook for the crew at Waffle House. Like I'm gonna convince, like if it's empty, I'm gonna convince them to teach me how to cook, and I'll cook in Waffle House. That's my goal.
You don't have. I'm sure you're well aware of this from growing up in Michigan, like myself. We don't have any Waffle Houses here, so they're all down south in like Florida, Georgia, and all that, North Carolina. I mean, the closest one here is like Ohio to where I.
Yeah, but the thing is, I raced in Ohio all the time, so I got to go to a lot of them.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna be in Ohio later this year, so I might have to go to one. So are you? So when you cook for the team, do you have to? Is that the deal when you win or something?
No, I just think it'd be fun. Like I just wanted to do it even if I was by myself. Like I just think it'd be cool to do it. But I think it's an even better idea, like to cook for the crew guys, and either it'll be a celebratory deal that they're such on a high from winning, or they're so drunk that like they're not gonna like know what they're getting fed, so I can't mess up. Or if they screwed me, we screwed the pooch, then it's revenge, and then I'm gonna kick their bucket. They're gonna be in the toilet from my mistake. So then they're so focused on that they can't like yell at me or get upset with me because I messed up. So either way, it's a win-win.
Yeah. So I know that you got a week off. I was looking at the schedule yesterday. You got a week off, you got 2 races, and then you get 2 weeks off, and then the 8 race stretch basically will take you through and then another week off, and then basically, and then the playoffs begin and then after the 2 races. Are you ready for this? After Bristol Dirt, are you ready for a gigantic stretch of the season, which basically is the whole meat of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for it. I don't know about any of the shops. I don't think any truck series team is ready for it, to be honest, because we can't get body panels, we can't get noses or anything, because it's such on back order that a handful of trucks might have to use the old nose at some of these races, just because they can't get the new nose. I know like DGR is struggling with that. We're struggling with it. Even like the Xfinity guys are struggling with it. That they might have to go to old bodies just because that's the only ones they're going to have. Like Martinsville will have 1 or 2 with old noses just because we're going to rip them off anyways, probably. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready for it. I wish we were racing this week. Like I don't really have a lot to prepare for. I just get in and drive the thing. Like I don't have anything to prepare for, but we only have a certain amount of trucks, and if we start tearing them up or trying to turn around, or like I think we raced like Knoxville and then Sonoma back to back, and like that's like 3 days in the shop, and then like we're like Sonoma, Kansas, so like we'll be like out west and have to switch halfway, like, or find a shop down west and rent that out for the day or something, or shoot, go full on World Outlaw sprint car style and unload everything in a Walgreens or Walmart parking lot and start setting them up there.
Yeah, for sure. And then and of course this week coming up, next week, Martinsville, Thursday night. Are you ready for that? What are we going to expect at that racetrack?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that, honestly. Like I don't prepare that much. I mean, I work with Josh Wise, right? But like, we go over data a little bit. I try not to. I think you could overthink it really bad. Or at least with me, like I watch video a little bit and just go drive. Like I just do off instinct, so I don't really try and focus anything because it's all clear vision. And when I put there's a lot up here anyways, but I think it's gonna be a normal truck race. You get through stage 1, stage 2 gets a little bit more aggressive, and then stage 3 we start just beating the hell out of each other, just taking left rears, taking front bumpers and rear bumpers any way we can get it. Yep. Next restart you hit 1, maybe driving a little deeper, hit 2, and you try and knock 2 or 3 out of the way, and then I got that work. Let's try 4, and yep. All of a sudden you're torn up. You're in the back now because you just fixed your stuff, and you're like, oh, we're back here now, and we can drive through 8. We can just keep on going. So it's I mean, I'm saying this, but I'm gonna do the same thing if need be. Like we all do it. If you're not doing it, you're gonna get in trouble. And
yep.
I fell victim of it at COTA. I tried way too hard, and I think I crashed Parker by accident, and it was only because I didn't even know where the braking zone was. I was just out braking him. Well, his plan, I'm pretty sure, was to outbrake the guy in front of him. And looking at the video, the 52 behind me was 8 car lengths back and still hit me because he was braking well past both of us. So like, it's the normal deal that you just use everybody up you can and hope you're not on the soft end of the stick.
All right. Carson Hocevar, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck next weekend in Martinsville.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll see you in Australia.